Hey, my name is Dyci and I am the founder and executive director for Model 26, and it stands for Making Opportunities by Developing Emerging Leaders, and the number 26 based off Article 26 for the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is about education. I started Model 26 as Book Bags with the Basics back in March of 2010 after I studied abroad in Belize and Argentina, and I took a few education courses at the University of Georgia. I saw that there were a lot of education inequities around the world, and I noticed that a big problem was that impoverished children didn't even have pencils and paper to write with, let alone, be able to be effective students in learning. So the idea of Book Bags with the Basics was to recruit student organizations around the country to collect school supplies for these impoverished children, and we would distribute them to teachers and schools around the world that needed them. The problem that I noticed after a semester of collecting school supplies and organizing students is that we didn't fix the underlying issue. We were giving students school supplies, but the problem is that they didn't have their own school supplies to begin with, and their families couldn't afford them. So I started Model 26 to kind of get at that issue, to get at the issues of poverty and, what causes the poverty. Is it the violence and the corruption, or, is it the other way around? So Model 26 is going to change the world by creating new leaders that are going to go out into the world, and they're going to be experienced, and they would have met these people that are living in poverty and figure out what they need, and then they're going to go into their countries and go into their governments, and they're going to reform policy, and they're going to make changes that can actually fix the root of the problem and not just keep throwing money at an issue. What we have to do as privileged people in a wealthy country is to stop thinking about how we can fix things emotionally, and that means, we see an issue and we just throw money at it, or we throw our resources at it. And we have to start thinking, how do we logically fix things? How do we logically go in and make changes? And those are the leaders that Model 26 is developing. So, that's it.